All right, thank you everyone for joining us for our Be Well Kitchen for April. I'm Josh Steinauer, I'm the Director of Dining Services. This is William Raymond, he is our Executive Chef. We're going to be presenting our Be Well Kitchen this month, which is an asparagus and sweet potato Dynomite sushi bowl. So without further ado, Chef,
all right,
go ahead and explain things.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, for this particular dish, we're going to start with the dressing first, which I'm going to start making right here. All right, my little trick of the trade here. My little towels, keep my bowl from moving around. All right, so what we have here first, we're going to make what they call aquafaba, that's it. All right, so aquafaba is bean water. All right, they found out, I guess, going back maybe 2015, that you can use this if you blend it fast enough. It'll foam up like meringue, and you can use it in place of egg whites in a lot of dishes. Vegan people have been using it in place of egg whites in things like chocolate mousse, or pretty much anywhere where they're using egg whites, and they're continuing even now to find out more uses for it as they go along. Right? You can use pretty much any beans that you cook if you save the liquid and cool it down, but garbanzo beans works the best because of the starch content. It tends to really thicken up and foam up nicely and give you that real meringue look when you're doing it. Right? So I'm going to put that in the bowl, right? And we're going to start whisking that till we get it foamy, get it nice and foamy. Right? Once we get that foamed up, we're going to add our second ingredient, which is going to be ground up chickpeas. Right? So we cook the chickpeas, we grind the chickpeas up, we save the liquid, we chill it down, and that's how we make the foam. Right? So I'm going to put the chickpeas in, right? And I'm going to continue to mix that. Right? If it starts to get a little bit too thick, you can add a little bit of water to it, which I have right here. Just a little bit of water.
Can we see what it looks like in the bowl?
Sure. I can come around. I'm going to step away. Right? You start to foam up.
So as he shows everyone, I'll just give you a little bit of information on chickpeas or garbanzo beans, whatever you prefer to call them. So they are a rich source of vitamins and minerals and fibers. Chickpeas, they offer a variety of health benefits. They're high in protein, which makes them an excellent replacement for meat in many vegetarian and vegan dishes. It's a good source of fiber and protein, which can help you feel full. So it helps you, it helps with the intake of calories. Chickpeas are high in fiber, which benefits your digestion by supporting bowel movements and increasing the number of healthy bacteria in your gut. So, lots of good things with chickpeas.
All right. So, the next thing we would add to this would be our vinegar. Right? We're using an apple. Okay, so the last ingredient we added was vinegar. We're going to continue to stir. The next thing we want to add is tahini, which is sesame paste. All right. All right.
So what will you often see tahini used in? Anyone?
Asian.
Hummus. You'll see in a lot of hummus.
All right. Once I get that blended, we're going to add a little bit of agave. If you don't have agave, you can use a little bit of honey. Just adds that little bit of sweet element to it. All right, we're going to add a little bit of that. All right. And last but not least, our last ingredient is the Dynomite. And just be careful with that. This is the sriracha sauce. It's always better to add a little bit at a time. You can always go back and add a little bit more if you want it to be a little bit spicier. You know, you can always put more in, you can never take it out. All right? And that's all the ingredients that there are in the dressing. All right? Now, to build the plate, we're going to start with the rice. We're going to take the rice and we're going to put the rice upside down. We're going to put the rice right in the middle of the plate. We're going to take the asparagus. We're going to put all the ingredients around the rice. All right?
So just some information about asparagus. So asparagus is actually a member of the lily family. It comes in a variety of colors, including green, white, and purple. It's low in calories, but packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, especially vitamins A, C, and K. It's also a good source of fiber, and it promotes regularity in your digestive health and may help reduce your risk of heart disease.
The next thing would be red peppers.
So I have a question for everyone. Does anyone know why red peppers have more nutrition than green peppers? What was that over there? Did you say they're old?
I said they're older, she said.
Mm-hmm. She's actually correct. So, because they've been on the vine the longest. So the longer on the vine, the more nutrition they're going to have. So, yeah. So the red ones have almost 11 times more beta carotene and about 1.5 times.
Now, the next three ingredients are our garnish. So we're just going to take the nori, which is the seaweed paper, and we're going to sprinkle it around.
So of everything that's on your plate, this one is the most dense in nutrients. So this one offers vitamins A, B, C, D, E, and K, as well as folic acid and taurine. It's a concentrated source of iodine and amino acids. It is required for thyroid. Your thyroid gland requires both to function properly. Sorry about that. This fiber can also increase the growth of good bacteria to nourish your gut. Everything on this has been about gut health, which is great. Seaweed may help reduce your cholesterol, blood pressure, and risk of blood clots.
Wow.
We all need that.
Yeah.
The next ingredient we have is the black sesame seeds. And those you can just sprinkle them over the other ingredients. Right? And then you have pickled ginger, right? You just put that right on top of your rice.
So pickled ginger is a staple when it comes to sushi. Usually you have it on there as a palate cleanser. It has 0 grams of fat. It's also a substance with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties.
All right, and the last ingredient you have is your dressing. And you can just drizzle that over your vegetables. Right? And enjoy.
There you have it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Does anybody have any questions?
The nori, where would you get that in the health food store?
you can actually buy it in, most supermarkets will have it in the international aisle, where they sell all the other, like the Asian products, or Indian food, or even the Mexican food.
It comes in a sheet. So you buy it, it's like a package.
There's like 10 sheets to a
Yep.
package.
So you just slice it or?
Slice it.
Yep.
Except the most giants, it's not in the international aisle, it's in one aisle over where all of the Asian food is.
Oh wow, they have their own aisle. That's,
Go figure. I looked in the international aisle, it's not there.
that's where you go first, right? Yeah.
Then they have everything where soy sauce and everything else is.
Yeah.
Is it a synonym for seaweed? What you're, nori?
Nori is a Japanese dried seaweed made of algae.
No, if I
Yep.
got seaweed, would that be kind of the same? I never taste horrible, so I'm
No.
not trying to eat it. Okay, so it's not the same.
So seaweed, is more, it's got more of a noodly consistency to it, whereas nori is like paper. Yeah.
And what they do is they actually take seaweed and algae mostly and puree it up, put it out on sheets, just sort of like they're making paper, and then it's pressed out into a paper form to get all the liquid out of it
Yeah,
and
this
dry.
tastes a lot better than the seaweed I ate seaweed years ago, before.
And then they roast it to get that added flavor to it.
What about the difference between, the tan sesame seeds and the black ones? Is there a difference except in the color?
Huh, that's a very good question.
They taste a little different.
Soil.
Just the soil?
Soil.
So Rich says it's all based on the soil.
Well, these are
Learn something new every day.
Soil.
Well, it's the same thing with tea, isn't it? Your green tea, versus your black tea, it's all based on how long they,
Where it's picked on.
yeah. But what time of year it's picked, isn't it?
And soil and elevation.
Right. Well, there you have it. Thank you all for coming out today. We'll see you next month at our next event.